People, welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. It is Thursday, the 9th of September, and it's time for another episode of the Daily Leeds. Now, during this video, you may see changes because, as you know, I was at the Phil Hay event. I'm trying to speak in past tense because I'm recording this before I go, because I want to make sure that I can put something out for you guys, because I know a lot of you love the Daily Leeds. So you may see like costume changes, different locations and stuff. But I'm just getting something, pre-recorded for you so I can put that out. You might find, additionally, I might add the Phil Hay stuff afterwards. If anything, little snippets come out from And It Was Beautiful event that I want to share with you guys, because I'm really excited to be going to that. But what I wanted to do, first of all, is just get some stuff down on paper, as it were, or on camera, so that I can still put something out for you. Because I know a lot of you rely on this stuff, and I love doing it as well, right? So that's just that. So as I said, be prepared for stuff changing. I'm not like doing quick costume changes to make myself look good or all like that. But yeah, before we get into the video, as always, please smash a like on the video, not the stream. It's not a stream, it's a video. Smash a like, subscribe, get your comments in, and of course hit that notification bell, and let's get into it. And this is the moment when I take a stand. We're going to start with the fallout of the Raphinha and Brazilian situation that we have. It looks like Raphinha, at this moment in time, as I am recording this, will not play Sunday. The Brazilian Federation have come out and said, we want these teams or these players within these sides to be sanctioned. What that means for Leeds United is, of course, Raphinha wouldn't be able to play on Sunday. For Liverpool, they would be without Alisson in goal, Fabinho as well. Roberto Firmino wouldn't fall into it because he was actually exempt due to injury. He couldn't actually play for Brazil, so therefore he's exempt. But Alisson and Fabinho would be missing. Of course, that's positive news, really, because, we've seen Virgil van Dijk go off injured. I don't want to wish injuries on anyone, but I was like, oh, rubbing my hands. But it turns out he's all right anyway. But Alisson is a big, big miss for Liverpool. But on the flip side, we're going to be missing Raphinha. And what does that mean for Leeds United? Some would suspect that maybe Dan James gets his debut. I can't see it, guys. I don't see Dan James coming away from the international break. If it had been at Thorp Arch for these 10 days, maybe. But for him to come and start straight away, I can't see it. So we may see Summerville get his Leeds United debut against Liverpool. If not, which is probably more than likely, he'll probably move Dallas to wing, Fabinho at left back, and square pegs in round holes kind of jazz again, So regardless of if it's not a positive, is it? But like, we can have a better chance against Liverpool, but also we're losing our key man as well. So I would just prefer the Brazilian, FA to just stop with this tripe. But as we know, Wolves, Newcastle, Blackburn, other clubs have been affected, so I can't see it changing. Be interesting to see what the Premier League's response is to it, and if indeed they go ahead with these sanctions. What's really frustrating and really annoying is that it seems that the Brazilian FA can pick and choose who they want to sanction, because they've said to Everton, Richarlison can play. Richarlison is good to go, and that's because they let him go to the Olympics. So they have special treatment, preferential treatment with the Brazilian Federation, which is bogus. That shouldn't be allowed. You can't pick and choose when you're going to use the rule. If you're going to use the rule, use the rule. Don't be saying, oh, well, we're mates with Richarlison and Everton, so don't worry about them. We just want to impact Liverpool, Manchester United, which is probably a positive for them because that means Fred's not playing, Leeds United, etc. They can't surely make that choice. So the Premier League surely will respond, and we may see, and I may add that to this video a little bit later on if indeed they come out with a statement. But yeah, look, it's really interesting to see what's going to happen. And I believe the Premier League are going to come with a response. As I say, we'll have to wait and see. Just a bit of information. If the Premier League were to ignore the ruling, this is what could happen. So Article 22 of FIFA's disciplinary code states, if a player is fielded in a match despite being ineligible, the team to which the player belongs will be sanctioned by forfeiting the match. So you would lose the game and then pay a minimum fine of $6,000. And the player may also be sanctioned as well. So we could be hitting the pocket, points deducted, or lose the game, and Raphinha hitting the pocket. If Liverpool decided to also field their players, what happens then? Do you know what I mean? I think the Premier League will come back with a decent response. And Phil Hay made a good point as well. Radrizzani, as I spoke about yesterday, and it's been reported, the player made the decision. Raphinha made the decision not to go to Brazil. They left it in his hands, and he said, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. So what power do FIFA have over Raphinha as an individual? Surely they can't sanction. I don't know. It seems like a minefield of mindfuck, if I'm being totally honest, and it needs to be sorted out. I think the real frustrating thing is that Everton are getting away with it because they allowed him to go to the Olympics, which is schneidi. It's like jobs for the boys, mates rates. You don't worry, Everton, we'll sort you out. It's a madness, really. It genuinely is. Just while we're sticking with the Brazilians as well, Fabinho's done a piece just talking about the Liverpool game. I mean, he's not even going to be playing now, but he spoke about Leeds and said that Leeds are a really intense team, a really good team. We played there last year without supporters and without fans. It was really tough. So we know it's going to be even bigger and more tough now that they have fans back in the ground. He said he feels that a full and vociferous Elland Road could provide an advantage for Bielsa's side. Of course, we will be the 12th man. He says we know their qualities, and I think with the fans, it will be something more for them. But as I said, almost all the games are hard and tough in the Premier League. We want to go there and we want to win the game. And it is going to be tough. It is going to be very tough against Liverpool. He did warn, though, and said that the atmosphere would also pump them up. He says the atmosphere sometimes helps us, even if it's an away game. When the crowd is really participating in the game, this is good for the spectacle. So we like these types of games. Of course, the Liverpool players and their fans will be up for it as well. He says it's not easy to play against a team like Leeds, but we have to be ready for everything. And that's sure they will have to be ready for the game. And to be honest, I think the international break came at a perfect time for Leeds United. I do. We weren't playing great. We got Dan James in. Spirits are back up. Let's go after this Liverpool side, definitely. One thing that you might see changing at Elland Road in the very near future when you are going to games is COVID-19 spot checks. So just to give you an update on that, Manchester United have confirmed they will become the latest club to introduce COVID-19 spot checks at home games. It's set to become mandatory at the start of next month, we believe, October. They say it will be mandatory. So Brighton, Chelsea, Spurs and Man United have now got COVID-19 vaccination checks in place. I don't know what happens if you don't have the vaccination. To be honest, when I going to the event tonight, it's the first time I've had to prove my vaccination in order for me to get into Leeds Town Hall to see the Phil Hay event. I've had to prove it. I've never had to do that before. It's like, the QR code that you have on your phone. So, yeah, I wonder if it'll be something along them lines. But watch this space on that. And also, guys, I was just going to say, and just to finish, but it might not be to finish because this is before the end of the you know what I'm saying. I'm like the Brazilian FA on you guys now. I'm giving you a mind. I'm going to do something, I think, after the Phil Hay event and add this to the end of the video. And if any more news developments, I'm going to add this as well. I'm just pre-preparing it. I'm waffling again, but I'll shut up. But yeah, Leeds United have joined Manchester City with disapproval of Arsene Wenger's new World Cup proposal. I'm sure you've seen this. What they're saying is that the World Cup will be every 2 years. I mean, what would that mean for the European Championship, for the players, and also the World Cup as a spectacle? If you had it every 2 years, would it be as big as it should be? I don't think so. And do you know what? I blame Arsenal Fan TV for this. Arsene Wenger should still be in a job at Arsenal. If he still had a job, he wouldn't be trying to change the game. I mean, what's he playing at? I like Arsene Wenger, but I don't understand it. As I said, the controversial proposal is championed by him. He is head of FIFA's football growth development, and he wants the World Cup to be staged twice as regularly. It's going to be discussed in Geneva this week by football's most powerful governing bodies. But Radrizzani and Al Khalifi at Manchester City have come out and said, no, we don't want this. So big shout out to Radrizzani for doing that as well, because we don't want a World Cup every 2 years. We've got the Euros, then we have the World Cup, and it's split up nicely, man. It's nicely, isn't it? We don't need to be doing this every 2 years. Listen, guys, if this is the end of the video, have an amazing Thursday. I'll be going to Leeds Wednesday and Thursday. I'm going to Leeds because I'm doing the Free Peaks on Friday for the Leeds United Foundation. I'll be with Oscar, actually, Thursday night as well. So before the whistle blows, we'll be coming from a different location with me and Oscar in the same location. But if this is the end of the video, which it might not be, but if it is, have an amazing day, and I'll see you tonight on Before the Whistle Blows. Wow, my head's a mess. Peace out. Leeds, Leeds, Leeds. Now then, people, so as promised, he's a bit of a review vlog. I don't know. I've just finished and been at the And It Was Beautiful event with Phil here, the Marcelo Bielsa book. Fortunately, I haven't been able to stay at the end. They were late, letting everyone in and collecting the books, which meant that I've had to leave early because I need to get my bus. If I don't get the bus, then I won't get home. I'm getting home at midnight as it is. If I didn't get the bus, I'd have had to, I don't know, camp out in Leeds somewhere. And it's late and there's a load of people about who don't want to be doing that. But now, listen, it was great. I missed, like I said, I missed the Q&A. The first part was just specifically about the book and about Bielsa. Some really good stories in there. Some about Cellino. We know Cellino was a madman, right? And he spoke how he'd gone out to see GFH and returned, and Adam Pope and Phil Hay went to interview him, and they entered into his room, and he had a full hijab, and he was shouting Allahu Akbar, like that guy. We know he had his, you know, his troubles, right? Yeah, but they went to interview him and he was like dancing around his room shouting Allahu Akbar with hijab on after being to GFH. Madman. And he said he would like message at 2 AM in the morning, just like saying, oh, I'm sick of Hockaday and stuff, like at 2 AM in the morning. We all know why he was up, you know. Really insane. But like I say, there was a chat about Bielsa, how Victor Orta, this is all in the book, guys, so you need to check this out, but how Victor Orta had tried to sign him when he was at Seville, and he'd created a 120-page dossier on Bielsa, and when he turned up at Seville, they were like, this is what we know about you, and Bielsa turned out a 1,000-word essay, put it on the table and said, well, this is what I know about your club. The man, he's a genius, you know. He was speaking about how when they went to Argentina, they turned up at the room they'd had booked at this hotel, and it was like NASA. They walked in, there was like 4 computers all laid up, and pictures on the wall of every single player. Just really mad. Yeah, it was a great event, man, and I would recommend you get the book. I've just got the book. I read the foreword from Victor Orta. I'll read the rest when I'm on the bus on the way back. But yeah, really get a great event, and I would recommend getting the book. But yeah, that's it from me. Over and out. Peace. No one's taking pictures, mate. Video.
Please don't take a video.
Of who? No, it's of me, man. No, don't be. Yeah, don't worry. There you have it. This is why I said he can't stay in Leeds, you know. Hey, that was funny, wasn't it? It was going to knock me out, I think, just for doing a video. Hey, now listen, just to round up the news as well, the Leeds under-23s lost 2-1 against Wigan in the Premier League Cup. A lot of them obviously on international duty as well. I've not had a chance to watch the game, catch the game, but I know that they lost. Of course, the third kit, the biggest, worst kept secret, has also been announced. I was like pretending to be shocked. Lilac, you know what I mean? We've known that forever, since whenever. I don't think I'll be buying it, in all honesty. But then again, I said I wouldn't buy the home one, and I did. Liverpool update: Harvey Elliott looks like he has passed the fitness test, will be playing, and the Premier League as well are set to contest the being sanctioned by the Brazilian Federation and FIFA about this 5-game ban. I mean, if I'm me and I'm Liverpool, apparently if you field the player, you will lose the game. But if Liverpool and Leeds both did it, then what happens? Just do that. But listen, thank you as always for watching. I'm going to be back in Leeds tonight with Oscar, because we're doing the Free Peaks on Friday. Me and Oscar hooked up in a hotel, so Daily Leeds will be me and him. Make sure you watch Before the Whistle Blows as well. Provided the Wi-Fi is decent, me and him will also be doing that. Yeah, but yeah, thank you as always for watching. Make sure you check out And It Was Beautiful book, and I'll see you in a bit. Peace out. Leeds.